Hi, good morning. How are you?
Yeah, very good morning, ma'am. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking, ma'am.
Great, great. Good to know that you are doing well. Okay, and how's the weather there? As I can see, you are not wearing any warm cloth.
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, it's too cold, but I'm in the safer zone. I'm in a separate room.
Oh, you are in a separate room. Oh, so you are not feeling
Yeah, ma'am.
cold at all?
Yeah, cooling felt, ma'am. But you have mentioned, no, you have to keep in separate area and you don't, don't disturb and other things. So
Oh,
that's
but
why I
I.
closed everything. I
Oh,
closed everything. So I'm in the secret place.
okay, okay. That's lovely to
Yeah,
know. So,
since yesterday it's like a drizzling because cyclone is happening here. So I'm from
mm,
the southern part of India.
okay.
Yeah, it's drizzling here.
So I don't know
Since
much
yesterday,
about you. So first, can you give your short introduction? Like as you mentioned, you are from southern part of India. Little more, I would love to know about yourself.
yeah, sure, ma'am. First of all, I want to say you thank you so much for ma'am because you have given this platform. So I would like to introduce in front of you myself. My name is Sangappa, and I am from Karnataka, which and right now I am staying in Bangalore. Uh, Actually, I born and brought up from a small village in Bagalkot district, and my schooling was completely done by in my native place. So actually, my schooling was in Kannada medium because I am from Karnataka.
Mm-hmm.
So, and if I talk about my qualification, I have done diploma at 2004. And if I talk about my families, I have 7 members in my families. My parents are staying in my native place, and right now I am staying in Bangalore with my family and my kids. So, if I talk about this English communication, I have been learning this language for 3 months, and yeah, that's all about me.
Only for 3 months.
Yeah, ma'am.
Remarkable. Wow, great, lovely.
Yeah, I'm practicing them daily. I watch your YouTube channels. I regularly I watch one or two videos of yours and Santa ma'am so and
Okay.
Ramchandram videos. And the
Mm,
listening is more important. No, that's why I watch at least one or two videos every day. And apart from
great.
that, I speak one or two persons. By one is video call and another one audio call. Yeah,
One or
ma'am.
two persons? No, persons cannot be plural at all. It should be
Person,
person. If the
person.
one is it
Yes,
person,
person.
more than
One
one, they
person.
are
Yeah.
people. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
People.
Yeah.
I talk to one or two people in a
Yes, ma'am.
day.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So, people who are watching the video and have the doubt like how to become fluent in English, these are the essential things that you need to focus, which is listening. That he mentioned that he listens to around two videos in a day. He talks to two
Yes.
people in a day. That is his
Mhm.
priority, and you need to set your priorities if you want to be fluent in English. He is speaking right now, I think, good English as far as whatever we have heard. And I think he has improved this much only in just 3 months, which is impressive. So now from here you can get the idea like you can become very good at English in just 3 months on your own. If I ask you, sir, have you taken any course or have you
No, ma'am.
like hired any tutor for yourself, or did you do on
No,
your
ma'am.
own?
No, ma'am. I haven't taken any. So just I impressed from your videos. So
Oh,
I
wow.
inspired from. I want to learn this language because ma'am. Nowadays English is very important. Every person speak
Yes.
English. So I am very passionate to learn this language because ma'am. In future, my kids also. They have to elevate they have to communicate in the society. So and one thing is that I have enrolled my kids to English medium school, but even though they are not speaking, so my
Mm.
intention is to I want to create environment in my home. So as well as they are already
Mm.
speaking in the school a little bit, but if they want to learn more and more, so we have to create environment in our neighbors and in my home. Then only they can easily learn this language. So that is my
Mm.
main priority, ma'am.
Wow, your priority and your intention is clear that you want to
Yes,
create the
yeah, ma'am.
environment for your kids at your home itself. Okay,
Yeah, ma'am.
that's lovely. And in just 3 months, without any extra, help, outside help, you
Yeah,
are
ma'am.
just learning from YouTube itself and you are practicing with
Yeah,
other
ma'am.
people. So, from where do you get the people to practice with? Like, I think you are not a YouTuber.
No, ma'am. Actually,
No.
ma'am, uh,
Hmm.
Actually, I have three kids.
Mm.
First kid I enrolled in government school, so
Okay.
that is Moraji Desai school. So another kid I want to join, Moraji school or Navodaya school. So that's why I enrolled my second school in coaching center. So they are sending everyday videos, at least one video to my mobile. So my kid has to watch that video and learn. So before that, I will watch that video. If it is possible, I will also teach to her. So by searching this type of daily situation, I saw one YouTuber conversation. That is Shanta ma'am from Karnataka. So I inspired from her. So she is speaking very well. Why can't I learn this language? Why should I to learn this language? So how to join her? So I decided that in description by a box I saw her email ID. I sent, ma'am, I want to talk with you. I want to learn this language. So please give me one chance. So
Mm.
she had gave me. So after that, I spoke with her, and after that again I faced the problem how to connect to people. How can I get
Mm.
a people? So after
Mm.
that, West from West Bengal, Sweta ma'am, I spoke with her. So after that, she
Okay.
told that if you really want to learn this language, I have a one Skype group. So I will add you in that group. You can learn. You have to practice every day. You can get a fluency within 3 4 months. At least 1 year is required to get a fluency. You have to practice there. So
Mm.
I requested her, please add me, ma'am. I want to learn this language. So she
Lovely.
has added me in that group. And today, ma'am, in my group, Skype group, I have eight or 10 groups are there. Each group have around 200, 300 people. Yeah, every day I will
Mm.
practice in that group, ma'am.
Wow, fantastic. As you highlighted one more thing, which is like she mentioned that you need at least 1 year's continuous practice, 1 year continuous practice,
Yeah.
right?
Yes,
In
ma'am.
order
Yes,
to be
yes,
very
ma'am.
proficient and good at English, and that you have been
Yes, ma'am.
doing, which is great. Okay.
Yeah, ma'am.
So now you get people there and you talk to them every single day, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. And how many daughters do you have?
Ma'am, I have two daughters and one son. Three kids I have total.
Okay. And who is the youngest one?
Youngest is the son, ma'am.
Son. Okay. So
Yeah,
you want to
yeah.
send your daughter to Navodaya.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow, I'm from
Yes.
Navodaya.
Yes, ma'am. I have seen in so many of your videos, you are mentioning. So
Uh,
Navodaya, JNV from New Delhi, right?
that is JNU. That was my college,
JNU.
Jawaharlal
Mm.
Nehru
Jawaharlal
University.
Nehru.
And the school was
Yes, ma'am.
JNV. So they are just JNV and then
Mm.
JNU. So yesterday
Mm.
only, on 1st December 2024, there was alumni meet. And I
Mm.
went there. So I met a lot of super seniors like from first batch 91, 92, then 96. Oh,
Oh, okay.
it was really very fascinating and great. I met a lot of new people and they appreciated what I do right now. They were like, wow,
Mm.
somebody from Navodaya is also a YouTuber now and doing great thing.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
very soon I'll start doing offline podcasts, or maybe the super seniors of my Navodaya will be my guests first. And I'll bring a lot of good stuff there related to Navodaya too. How it changes
Mm.
people's life, how it changes the perception towards everything. Whenever in my family also, whenever I go somewhere, people feel like she is different, and I feel that is
Mm.
because of Navodaya, because we were there
Yes.
for 7 years and we were in the rule and regulation proper kind of a training for 7 years continuously. It was a
Mm.
different altogether, which you cannot get in any other school. I don't know about
Yes,
Kendriya
yes, ma'am.
Vidalyas, but in Navodaya it's
Mm.
totally different. And Navodaian products are like, we'll do something. They don't give up.
Yes, yes,
They are
yes,
kind
ma'am.
of
Yeah.
resilient people. They kind of assertive people. Even though people who are very introvert. When I went there in sixth standard, I was
Mm.
very shy girl. Till 10th also, I was very shy. But we learned a lot of things. And first and foremost
Mm.
was honesty, like down to earth, and then hard work, and then never give up attitude. We learn from there.
Mm.
Whatever happens
Mm.
in
Okay.
life, we are from Navodaya. How can we give up? Like this kind of attitude we maintain. We
Yes.
are from Navodaya. So,
Yeah.
and this vibe I got again to yesterday, like when I went there, everybody was like, we don't, this is what Navodaya give us.
Yes, yes,
Like
ma'am. Yeah.
Navodayans don't give up. So that's great thought that you have. And also my father also just like you when I went there. Like he
Yes, yes.
had the dream to study in Navodaya. When he was in fifth standard, that time Navodaya
Mm.
was opened for the very first time.
Mm, yes.
And my father was very fond of joining Navodaya, but he was not able to. Then he had a
Mm.
kind of dream for me, like for her,
Yes,
for
yes.
his own daughter only. He wanted
Mm.
to send his daughter. So when he got to know, like, I'm very good at studies, I can do that, I can crack the entrance examination and all.
Mm.
So he trained me at home. Like, I didn't join any tuition or coaching center, and to be honest, I was not able to financially. We were not able to go and join some coaching centers.
Mm.
Only at that time, my father had only the bicycle, so we used
Yes,
to go
yes.
on bicycles everywhere. So it was not possible to
Mm.
take me from some like somewhere else and then learn from there and all. So but my father had the strong dream to send me Navodaya.
Yes, yes.
He taught me a
Yeah.
lot, he helped me a lot, and then I got admission. So still till today my father is very proud of this thing, that I am from Navodaya,
Mm.
his daughter is from Navodaya, and the same dream you are keeping for your daughter. And the middle one, the middle daughter, you want her to send, right? I'm
Yeah,
also the
ma'am.
middle one.
Yeah,
We are
ma'am.
four actually, and we are three sisters, so I'm the middle one. Great thought, I
Mm.
love that. Okay. So apart from
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, go ahead if you want to add
No.
something.
Actually, ma'am, I wanted to send my first. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead if you want to add
No.
something.
Actually, ma'am, I wanted to send my first daughter. So
Okay.
even though she got a 91 score, also she has not selected because I am staying in urban area. She is
Uh-huh.
very more talent. So actually, I intention hadn't to send Muraji, but by due to Bangalore is a very costliest city, so I'm not able to send
Mm.
a private school because nowadays private schools are like a business. So that's why I sent to Muraji. Muraji also English medium school. So
Mm.
she is studying very well in that school also. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm very proud of her, sir. She is very talented girl. So
Mm-hmm.
now my motive is to send at least seven second daughter to Navodaya. Yeah, that
Mm.
is my main motive. So that's why I'm always trying to teach her in after when I came to do home. So I will teach her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is my main motive, ma'am.
And what do you do?
Yeah, ma'am, I am working in government sector, like KSRTC, Karnataka State Road Transport Corporation, and I have been
Okay.
working in this department for past 15 years.
Oh wow, for 15 years. Do you need
Yeah,
English
ma'am.
there too? Like, do you need to communicate
Yeah,
in
it's not.
English?
No, ma'am. Actually, it's not required. So why I am learning means for my kids'
For
purpose
your
only.
kids. How lovely it is.
Yeah.
How supportive father you are, and they are really privileged that they have this privilege to have a father like you who is ready to change his own way of speaking, his own communication skills for his kids only. Interesting. Okay.
Yes,
So
thank you,
you
ma'am.
did everything in Kannada language, right? Kannada, which was
Yeah, yeah, ma'am.
right now you are in
Yeah.
Bangalore. Okay.
Yes,
Still you
ma'am.
communicate with in mother tongue, or you prefer, do you understand Hindi?
No, ma'am. I don't understand Hindi. Only I speak Kannada, and right nowadays I am speaking English.
English. You don't even
Yeah,
understand.
ma'am. Yeah, I understand, but small words because I didn't have environment in my in childhood also.
Yes.
Only
Mm.
when I born that area, only my native language people were there. So
Mm-hmm.
I spoke that time only in my native language. So that's why I
Okay.
didn't learn English and Hindi.
Got it. Got it. Okay. So is there any, first tell me, is there any challenge that you are facing right now while learning English or anything?
Mm, yeah, ma'am. Actually, ma'am, actually I have done my schooling up to SLC in my native place. So after that, actually, I wanted to, ma'am, complete graduation like, BA, B.Ed, and I wanted to become a teacher. But
Okay.
my father motive is that my son has to become engineer.
Mm.
So after completion of SLC, I went to diploma.
Mm.
So after 10th, directly I went to diploma. That time, I didn't know about English.
Okay.
Yeah, other subjects I was very well, but I was very low in the English language. But
Mm-hmm.
even though by impulse of my father, I went to diploma. So that
Okay.
time I realized that it is not possible for me. I want
Mm.
to give up this course because ma'am, that in the diploma. All
Mm-hmm.
subjects are in English medium only. The teachers were speaking English, but I didn't know how to speak and how to communicate with the people and students. So
Mm-hmm.
really, I faced a very big problem in the diploma. So
Mm-hmm.
after that, one of my friend that time I decided to give up the course. Again, I want to join like a PUC, and after that, I wanted to go BA and BEd, and I wanted to become teacher.
Mm-hmm.
So, but my father he said that you have to complete this course only. You have to become engineer. So
Mm-hmm.
what I had to do, then I decided to okay, anyhow I have to try to complete this course. I met one of my friend. He said that he was very talented guy, talented boy. He said that you have to take coaching, and just you will learn something from that. How to convert into my native language to English. You have to try it. He said that. So
Mm-hmm.
I went to one coaching center that time. I think around 2000 at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So I took coaching from coaching center 2 months. Just I learned little bit. So just converting how to my native language to English. Then after that I learned something, and yeah, I passed. Remember, finally I completed my diploma with a distinction only. So
Mm-hmm.
after that, due to financial problem, I didn't go for a higher education like a B and a ME. So I
Mm-hmm.
came to Bangalore for searching job. So
Okay.
at that time, because I think you know very well about Bangalore. In Bangalore, many people speaking English very well. Even though
Mm-hmm.
if I want to go any company for interview are always taking interview in English only. But that
Mm-hmm.
time I didn't know how to speak with the people in English language. So again, I faced a lot of problem. Even though I worked around 7 years in private industries. That time I used to speak little small words, man. That time. So after
Mm-hmm.
that, I wanted to join government job. 2009, I had joined the government. So nowadays I have been working in government sector. But that time I left it to my English communication. It's not required for me because everyone is speaking native my native language.
Mm-hmm.
I want to manage here
You
only.
came to
So
comfort
when I
zone.
got married, yeah. After
Mm.
that, I got married and I have kids. So nowadays again I realized oh English is very very important nowadays because you know ma'am every people even illiterate people's parents are always they want to send their kids to English medium school because they
Mm.
know about English how much is important in the nation because yeah, if you want to go everywhere and people are speaking English so then it's English is very very necessary. That's what again
Mm.
I realized that I want to teach my kids English. They want to speak English. So I think last vacation I sent my two kids to coaching center. So
Mm.
I think they took a 2 month coaching, but they were not speaking. So
Mm.
that's why I decided that I want to learn English myself first. So then I can teach. So that's what I have been learning English, ma'am. Yeah, this is my background.
Okay, that's great.
Mhm.
As you mentioned that you are trying to create the environment at home for your kids. So how do you do that? Because many, I think my YouTube channel, many parents also watch. Like some of them are housewives who want to help their
Yeah.
kids. Some of them are like father, mother. All are like mostly they are parents. Like I know around 25 to 50 age group also people like around 30% of that kind of audience watch my YouTube, and they have the same motive to create the
Yeah, ma'am.
environment, and they are learning, especially housewives are learning the language in order to attend the school teacher, like teacher parents meeting.
Mm.
They
Team
have to
meeting,
go, they
ma'am.
have to interact with them. At the same time they want to help their kids also at home. So how are
Mm.
you able to create that environment with three kids, that if
Mm.
you share, if
Yes,
you
ma'am.
can share the tips and tricks in a well manner, so people also can use those things and can help their kids.
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, you know, ma'am, I will come around 7 o'clock to my home. So after
Okay.
that, I teach to my kids you know, ma'am, I teach 1 or 2 lessons in the because you know they are already English medium school. They have English medium books. So I teach
Mm-hmm.
in English only. And after that, what no, ma'am, I try to speak in English only. It's whether
Mm-hmm.
right or wrong. So no one is perfect in this language. So by making mistakes only, everyone will learn. Not only this language in every language we have learned our native language only by making mistakes, right? So according to in the same manner, so I want to teach my kids I want to I want to teach my kids English. So I
Mm-hmm.
speak always. so it's maybe right or wrong. I want to teach English. So I speak English to my kids. They are reacting me. So whenever sometimes I don't know, I am not understanding. So again, I using one more application, ma'am, CV application. In the CV
Mhm.
application, whatever we are making any grammar mistakes, it will make correct. So I follow that. And
Mm.
one more thing that if I don't know, sometime I don't know how to convert how to speak with one particular word. That time I use the Google Translate. In the Google Translate,
Mm.
I speak in my native language. It will come in English language. So again, if where it is again mistake, I again this sentence copy and paste to CV application. Again, it will make a grammatically correct. Again, I use that word. So in the same manner, I am going to teach my kids, man.
Wow. People are not doing this much hard work for even themselves. You are doing it for your kids. Like you search word, you don't get it, you copy paste in again. People feel it difficult to copy paste, find the meaning, listen to the pronunciation. They want to learn, but they are not ready to, they are reluctant to do the actual hard work, take the actual steps for it. But
But
you
it
are
is
doing
really
it.
necessary for me now,
It is
man.
necessary. It is
Yeah,
monotonous.
that's
I know
why.
it is difficult. It
Yeah,
is challenging, but it is the one thing which can change entirely your profession, your personality, your way of interacting, your way of meeting people. It will change you entirely. I am the live example of it. uh, okay, so let's conclude it. So you
yeah,
mostly are focusing on listening and understanding first. No matter if your kids are able to understand it properly or not, you prefer to explain everything in English.
yes,
That
ma'am.
is your first
Yes, ma'am.
motive. At the same
Yes, ma'am.
time, you believe in the listening most, I guess. Like we
Yes, ma'am.
have learnt our own mother tongue and Hindi or whatever the language you speak by listening first. Like we have the
Yes, ma'am.
environment, people speak our own mother tongue. From there, we got to learn, we had the exposure to it, and we listened a lot. From there, whether it was wrong or right, we started speaking with mistakes and then
Yes,
we
ma'am.
rectified
Yes,
those.
ma'am.
So your
Yes,
major
ma'am.
focus is first listening and understanding. You make them listen a
Yes,
lot. That is why you
yes,
speak
ma'am.
a lot. At the same time, you make them understand. And in order to make them understand, you just find out the words on Google. You just then paste on CV. You find out the right pronunciation, the right meaning, and how to use it. Or maybe you try to find out the easiest way to explain to your kids,
Yes, ma'am.
right? Using those applications.
Yes,
Fabulous. It's
yes, ma'am.
really fantastic. So this is how you guys also can help your kids, but you have to do the hard work. There is no
Yes, ma'am.
shortcut. If you want to make your
Yes,
kids
ma'am.
understand and learn this language in a very well manner, there is no shortcut, not even for you. Many people have the desire to become proficient at English, but they don't want to take the actions. But there is no
Yes,
shortcut.
ma'am.
By complaining always like I do everything, I listen to people, I do that, and I'm not able to. No. If you do that, be patient with it. Over time, like after a year, then you have to assess yourself. Then you can realize the, nuances of it and the conspicuous changes in your way of speaking only when you practice it continuously for a year. That's what I also say to people, that it requires at least 1 year continuous practice and same kind of hard work. If one practice becomes monotonous for you, switch the practice, change, bring something new to it, but do it. Do not just quit. Do not have the idea of quitting it. I also had that one thing in my mind after 12, that I would never ever pick English in my life. I hated the language a lot. As a subject, I
Yes,
learned in school, so I hated it. But see, it it is the part of our life. We cannot run away from it. And
yes,
you
yes, ma'am.
also realize before marriage, when you were somewhere else, you were working with the companies, you had the
Yes,
kind
ma'am.
of compulsion to speak in English and you try to use a few words while speaking. But later, when you
Yes,
again came back to the comfort zone where you got the chance to interact with people in your own mother tongue, you were relaxed. You were like, now it's good that I can
yes, ma'am.
connect, I can talk in my mother tongue. But later, after marriage, after kids, again you're like, so how many years? Like there were a gap of many years in between, right? If not more
Yes,
than,
ma'am.
maybe more than 5 years. And again you realize that it is essential. So people who are in 20s, 30s should not, quit learning language, learning this language. We don't know. The life is totally unpredictable. We don't know what will happen in future. Maybe you will need this language, and I'm sure you will, definitely. The everything is growing rapidly, faster, the technology, everything. But only the thing which cannot be changed by, I think, AI right now, which is communication, how you talk. Okay, so I
Yes, ma'am.
think
Yes.
this is essential, and you should never ever, even if you are in your comfort zone, even if you don't need to communicate with people in English, still you should focus on it. You can just take very small steps towards it, but you should take every single day. That's a great message that you have shared, and you are the superhero, I guess, for your kids, that
No,
is
ma'am. No,
trying.
ma'am. Because
You, everyone,
every parents have same motive, ma'am.
everyone, yes, every parents. And I'm lucky that I have that kind of audience. They are very passionate to create the environment for their kids, and which is really inspiring. And that is why I asked you, how do you do? Because many people want to do that. And because when it comes to kids, it is really challenging to teach,
Yes.
to create the
Yes,
environment,
ma'am.
because they are naughty, they are stubborn, they don't get it properly.
Yes,
Or
ma'am.
maybe the same question, the same small thing, they must be asking you thousand times, like, what is papa, what is this papa, what is, like, they must be
Yeah.
asking, they must be making you like, and they must be annoying you sometimes. You must be like, every now and then you must be feeling like, oh my god, I cannot do that, but still you keep the spirit to change it. And that is something inspiring. It's really challenging to teach small kids. And every housewives, I salute everyone there, because mostly I have seen, very few time I got fathers who are doing it, and mostly I've seen like housewives are doing it, like they are trying to create the environment. It's really challenging for them to handle. I have come across people who have the kids who are very stubborn, and it's difficult for them to manage and make them understand things, and make them, you know because their perception, their mindset is totally different, and we have to understand what kind of
Yes, ma'am.
person he is, or what kind of person she is, how she learns, how she grabs, what kind of interests she has. We cannot not always be kind of dominating parents, where we are just trying to dominate, we are just trying to force them to just read or just learn. Maybe they have interest in something else too. So we need to be we need to be those kind of people who can understand kids first very well, and then can help them towards their own interest. Great. Okay, so last question I want to know, do you prefer to read or learn something about kids behavior too?
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, I follow that. I read newspaper, ma'am, for our
Okay,
learning this language.
for
Yeah,
learning. Okay.
I read newspaper, and I watch yeah, TV channels, news channels. And apart from that, for my kids' purpose, I read English story books, ma'am, because English story books are easy to understand. And after that, so here two or three benefits I can get, ma'am. One is, so after reading that story, I can tell story to my kids. My kids can easily understand. So yeah, we can hear, we can get a moral of the story. So what is the moral of
Mm-hmm.
the story in this story? So
Mm.
I follow this. So I will also learn this
Okay.
the story, and I can teach to my kids. And I know also very well about the what is the moral of the story. So when we are understanding the moral of the story, my kids can grow in the they are growing in the good condition.
You are trying to teach the lessons too at the same time,
Yes.
without even
Yeah, ma'am.
pressurizing them to learn these good things,
Yeah, ma'am.
with the help of
Yes, ma'am.
stories.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
ma'am.
Fantastic. Okay, so the second more important thing also we got to know now, that instead of
Mhm.
teaching them the topics or chapters or monotonous things, we should go with stories. Mostly kids are able
Yes,
to
ma'am.
relate with stories easily, and it's easier way to
Some.
make them
Mhm.
understand, and I think enjoy the process. This is essential,
Yes, ma'am.
because we
Yes,
personally don't enjoy
exactly, ma'am.
learning this language when it comes to read newspaper, read articles, and
Yeah.
then talk
Yeah.
about different topics. Because I use chat gpt, and whenever I come across such new topics, I just search there and I read. We can do because our purpose is clear. We want to grab the information, but kids are not aware of anything right now. We know
Yes, yes,
what they
yeah.
need, but they are not aware of. Only if
Yes,
they,
yes,
if we really we want to teach now the English, the stories are the best way to teach. They are able to
yes, ma'am.
connect, they are able to understand, and at the same time they will be able to learn the grammar without any extra efforts or extra pressure.
Important.
And enjoying the process is essential, right? So stories, they really enjoy, kids really enjoy listening to stories and watching
Yes, ma'am.
stories. And we have to make them enjoy the process. Only then they will be able to learn and
Then,
come again next day also. Otherwise they will learn for
yes,
two to
yes, ma'am.
three days with you, and later they will know, I'm not ready to
Yeah.
do that. And how will
Yes,
you
yes.
then make them to do it, right?
Yeah,
Great.
really, ma'am, really.
And at the same time, you
Yeah.
are able to change their perception and make them understand the
Mhm.
good things, like you are teaching them the lessons with the help of moral of the stories. Good. Anything, any last thing that you would like to add before we wind up the session?
Yeah, actually, ma'am, I want to share it to you because
Okay.
you have more subscribers in, I think, in the India, because I watch more YouTuber channels. You have a
Okay.
more, I think, around 58 point something
It's
thousand
60
subscribers you
today.
have.
In the morning
Yeah, very
I
nice.
got 60.
Wow, very
Yes.
nice. Because today morning I didn't see, ma'am. Yesterday I
Mm.
saw your subscription,
58.
58 point
Yeah.
something were there.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So because why people are interest on you, because you have a you are making good videos to all parents and all kind of people. If they
Mm.
want to learn English, so many people always eagerly waiting for your videos when you are uploading
Wow.
videos, because that
Means a
much of
lot.
interesting. Yeah. So that's why I am also following. I am always waiting for your videos. Which
Wow.
new day when it will come? So what can I get from that? So what I will learn something from your video. So I'm
Mm.
waiting for your video.
I'll
So
start
yeah, it's a
reading about
really.
now kids and kids' behavior and how to, because I think I have come across many parents who are struggling with it and who want to do. So I think it is very essential that we focus on the foundation. And I think I will
Yes.
be able to add values in that too. So definitely would read some books, would try to understand, because I am not a mother right now. I'm not married. I don't know about much about kids, how they do things and how to manage them. But I think reading a lot, or maybe by doing something, some research work in it, I will be able to do that. For sure, I'll try that too. Because I'm passionate.
Yeah.
When I come across such people like you who are doing great things for especially small kids, very impressive. Because as I have grown and I have seen, experienced the embarrassing moments, the difficulties in my life because of English, in my school, in my college, was too
Yes, ma'am.
difficult. I can feel the pain, and I don't want
Yes.
the coming generation feel the same. No, I don't want that. I want them to be strong, resilient, and very bold and very great at communication skills. They are the future of India, and I love India,
Yes, yes, ma'am.
so we are
Yeah,
responsible
I
to
am
do
also too,
that.
ma'am.
Yes. Okay,
Yeah,
then
ma'am.
I have another session
Mm.
now, so we have to
Okay,
wind
ma'am.
this up right here.
Yeah,
It was
sure.
really
Yes,
lovely
ma'am.
discussion, fruitful,
Thank you, ma'am.
and I hope this
Thank you,
will
ma'am.
help a
Thank you,
lot
ma'am.
of people on my YouTube channel. And thank you so much for joining me today. And thank you
Yeah,
so much
thank you,
for
ma'am. It's
believing
my pleasure.
me and supporting me.
Yeah.
I would try my level best to bring great content for you guys. Thank you so much. Bye
Thank you, ma'am.
bye. Have a great day
Bye, ma'am.
ahead.
Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye.